Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Jenkins CLI. What is Jenkins CLI? How to use Jenkins CLI? We will discuss today. So basically Jenkins CLI is a built-in command line interface that allow users to administrate to access the Jenkins from script or shell environment. Okay. Using this we can convenient to scripting like routine task we can write that cron jobs, okay, troubleshooting, we can trigger the builds, list the jobs, whatever we are doing from the UI, same thing we can achieve through Jenkins CLI as well. Okay, this command line interface can be accessed via over SSH or Jenkins CLI client. Okay, a jar file distributed with the Jenkins, so we can get that Jenkins jar and we have to keep in the server, then we should able to access. So if you want to access the Jenkins CLI, you have to go manage Jenkins, login, manage Jenkins. There is a Jenkins CLI, tools and actions. You have to click Jenkins CLI. There is a jar file. Okay, you have to access this Jenkins CLI and keep this jar in server. So if you are using mobile external, just use that. Let me upload. So the jar file will be available here. So I'm just creating one directory. I'm keeping that jar file, Jenkins CLI, moving Jenkins, move Jenkins CLI jar to slash Jenkins. Now this jar is available under this folder. Okay. Now how to trigger this one, like how to access this. Okay. It is saying java-jar. The jar file will be running the same using the Jenkins port hyphen WebSocket. Okay. So if you try to do java hyphen jar file name and hyphen s, it is saying the Jenkins URL hyphen WebSocket we have to use. Even though if you trigger now, you didn't get that response, you will get one error. Let's fix that error. It is asking the credentials. Okay. So OAuth, it is asking for username and password. So we have to provide the username and password. Hyphen auth. My username is Chinna and the password is admin123. I wanted to display list jobs. See, now it is showing the list of jobs which are available under the Jenkins through CLI. If you go observe manage Jenkins, okay, these are the jobs which are available. Then go to CLI, okay, this is the option to list jobs. See, if you wanted to see list hyphen jobs, how to get that list hyphen jobs, Java hyphen jar hyphen hostname WebSocket and the list jobs. Okay, same same way you can check the version also. Okay, version. See, now you should able to see the Jenkins version as well. If you wanted to trigger the job, you can able to trigger the job. Currently, if you observe here, UAT, there are two builds. Okay, through Jenkins CLI also we can trigger the job using build and which build you are going to trigger. I'm going to trigger build UAT. Now if you check UAT, if you refresh, it will be triggered one more build. It is triggered from, if you observe this, it is saying that started from the command line. Okay, so you can get the jobs and list the jobs. Okay, and you can create a job as well. Okay, if you want to get the job and you can create a job as well. So if you want to get the job details, okay, the command is you have to use the same command. First get job, and whatever the output I am getting, I am storing one output as prod.xml. Okay, get job, the job name, UAT job configuration details, whatever the UAT job, this will have that configurations, it will be created. So it is stored one file in the pod.xml. Okay, using this I am going to create a new job, means list create job. The job name perf job I am going to create using this configurations. So instead of get job, the job name create job. Create hyphen job. So the job name is perf, taking input as a prod.xml. Okay. Now if you check the Jenkins, the perf job is created. Okay. Whatever the configurations, the perf job, the same thing, it should be available here. Okay. So whatever the options which are provided, like create job, build job, okay, you can delete a job as well. So if you want to delete a job, the job name should be the same. The command is delete the job name. If you trigger QA, if you the QA job is going to be deleted. Delete hyphen job. So if you give wrong, it will not consider. Now it is success. If you go and check here, the QA job is deleted. Okay, through command line we have to achieve. So same thing, you have to write the script and you can execute. Okay, suppose you can keep this command into the script. Okay, then you should run va list job dot sh. Okay, if you want to list the job, this is the command. Okay, now bin bash echo display the list of Jenkins jobs. Now you can keep this the command, and if you execute, see the jobs are displaying. Okay. Now currently we are using here the password, right? Instead of this password, you can generate a token and keep that password place. Okay. So for this one, you have to go here, the user and config, and there is a API token. Okay. You have to give the name, any name, Jenkins CLI. So generate, the token will be generated. Copy this token, save in somewhere. So once you have to refresh, this token will be not available. Okay, I can directly upload it here. Instead of password, I am just going to give updated. Okay, so just check this one. Okay, is whether this token is working or not. See, it is working with the token as well. Instead of password, it is going to be work. Similar way, you have to check CP list job to build job. So I am going to build job dot sh. So vi build dot sh. So it will show. After that, what I wanted to do is display the job, read job name. Now echo trigger the triggering the job name. So here you just use build slash job name. Okay. So if you check now, if you try to execute this script, build job.sh, so it will be display the list of jobs. Okay. So we don't need to use this one. Let me update the script. So it will ask you that job name. Already I have job. So if you select the job, UAT, UAT is triggered. So the echo command I just need to change. Instead of display job, let's trigger the job name. VA build .ss. Enter the job. Enter the Jenkins job which you trigger. Okay. So this is the one. Now currently we are passing username password directly here the URL. Okay. You can keep it as a variable and use that variable name, so that also it will work. Currently, so user equal to Chinna and pass WD, the token name and URL. Okay. Now the token I just wanted to use here, and the URL You have to pass it here. Sorry. Next line, paste. Okay. Now instead of username, you just need to use dollar user, and the password you have to use dollar passwd. This is the password, and you have to use dollar URL. Okay. So now try to execute this again. Sh build.sh. So enter the job which you wanted to trigger. If you want to trigger, so you have to use development. So this is the job which is available. Okay. If you check, currently there are three builds. If you trigger one more time, triggering the development job. Now this job is triggered. If you refresh, the build number 4 is updated. Okay. The job is triggered. Okay. So similar way, same script we are using. Currently, uh, we are using the build.sh. Similar, if I wanted to check the Jenkins version, so you have to use build.sh to version.sh. Okay, va version.sh. Now I just wanted to remove this. Display the current Jenkins version. Display the current Jenkins version. I don't want to do this one. So here just version, if you give, so just save. Now if you execute version, so display the current one, that Jenkins current version is 2.3.2.387.3. Okay, if you check, this is the version. Okay, now currently what we are doing, we are passing the username password into variable. So instead of that, I wanted to keep these credentials in one file and use that credential. So suppose if you are using 100 jobs, the username password, instead of going to each and every job and changing the username password, so for that one, for reusability, we can keep that username password URL into one file, and we will get that, use the reusable things. Okay, so what we need to do, cat version.txt. Let me take these values. Okay, va Jenkins config dot properties. Just I'm keeping these values. Okay, so if I wanted to grab the user value, user Jenkins config properties hyphen cut delimiter. Okay, equal to hyphen field 2. See, I'm getting that username. Okay, Similar way, if I wanted to use pass wd, it will display the password. Similar way, if you use, I'm gripping the value of the URL inside the file, configuration file. Okay, this we will use, these values we can update it. So instead of hard coded values, okay, if you try to use this value, and the password will be updated and we get that value. Okay, so va version dot sh. So here, instead of directly pasting the password, you have to use this grep command. So this till symbol you have to use. This is for user, close, and paste, change the value to pass wd. So URL. So this is not a single quote. Okay, the symbol, if you wanted to use the tab above, you have to use that exclamatory symbol. Okay, now save, check whether it is working fine or not. Just see, it is working fine. Okay, so instead of putting that values directly there, so we are keeping that into the separate file, the credentials, and we are using. Now let me copy paste the same script, cp version dot txt to build uh, create job, create job dot sh. Okay, so there is already file is available, the prod.xml. I am using this one, and I am going to create one job. So for that one, we create job. So just let me change the values, create a new job, create a new job. So for the command is like java-jar create job, job name you have to give test2, test1. Okay, take input as a prod.xml. So now like execute, create job, creating new job. If you refresh, if you get test1, see the job is created. Like this, you can use the shell script. So you can keep that configuration files in separate file, and you can reuse that file to get the username, password, URL values. Okay, like this you can do all these operations. Okay, delete builds. Okay, delete credential, delete job. Okay, disable job, disable plugin. Okay, everything whatever it is provided here, you have to do through the CLI. Okay, So that's all about in this session. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.